Welcome back to the big broadcast. We are live coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today. Also, AMFM247.com, The Mix on Tuesdays. And, of course, our good friends over there at 990 WBOB. And we have got a great guest with us today. She joins us here on the telephone. Temperance, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
Pretty good, actually. So we have got a great guest with us today. She joins us here on our big broadcast, Temperance Lancecouncil, which, by the way, that name is amazing. That is an amazing name, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
So,
thank you so much.
So, tell me a little bit about your music. How did you get started doing this music thing?
Well, I actually initially got started when I was like 3 years old, I think, because my mother said I always liked to sing and dance. So that's how it initially got started. But then, I sang in the church choir, and I sang in my high school concert choir, and then I came to Los Angeles, and I ended up having a band, and, the egos got in the way, so kind of ended that, and I went out on my own, and I've been trying to, do these solo things for a while, and I think it's finally working, so that's good. That's it in a nutshell.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us here on our big broadcast, Temperance Lancecouncil. And she's with us today here on our big broadcast. And you can get more information on her incredible website, temperanceLancecouncil.com. She is amazing. She you're quite the little perv magnet. If this whole music thing doesn't work, you can always go into modeling because you've got quite the look.
Oh my God! Thank you.
So when you got out there to LA, what was some of the different things that you've accomplished and everything being out there?
Well, when I first got here, I kind of got into the acting thing a little bit because, LA and the acting thing all kind of goes together. So I was doing that for a while and did a lot of, little small parts. And then I found myself in a Gladys Knight video.
That's
believe
awesome.
it or not.
That's awesome.
And I also worked at a couple of major music companies for a while, and I got to meet, pretty much A-listers. One of
That's
them
awesome.
was actually Prince. And so, I was just kind of doing the LA thing, and then I did a little bit of, believe it or not, TV commentary. So I was just doing, whatever they, put before me, and it sounded good. I'd go, okay, yeah, I'll do it. But my love was always music, always. So I finally got back to what I really wanted to do, which was music, and I grew up in the South, so, we listened to a lot of country music, and Dolly Parton was my mom's favorite. So I'm like, and my mom was always trying to teach me to sing, and we used to try and do, Dolly Parton. So I got back to my roots, which is country music. I'm like a little red dirt girl. I'm from like the South, so used to pick poke salad, that kind of girl. So I'm back to where I, feel that my roots are, and that's country music.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. Temperance Lancecouncil is with us. She is amazing, and you have put out some incredible music. Tell me a little bit about some of your different tunes and some of your songs that you've got out there.
Well, all of my songs are really about my life or about people that I've come across in my life and what's happened to them. And I'm influenced by one of my favorite singers, which is Loretta Lynn. I just love her. So I don't know, whenever I'm writing and I write all of my own stuff, I always like see her for some reason. I know that sounds odd, but I always see her when I'm writing. And so I would say I'm influenced a lot by her, but it's like real life. I've kind of had a gritty, rough life, especially in LA. So the music is very varied. Like I have a song about me, a country girl, falling in love with a Yankee, a New York guy. It's called "Love with the." I'm in love with the Yankee, and because I'm a Southern, the whole thing, and it's like, why am I in love with this Yankee? But anyway, the music is just about lots of things that have happened in my life. Really quickly, I have one about, it's called "Bragging on It," and it's a true life song about, my best girlfriend was, sleeping with my man. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess my life is like a country song. I've had a lot of, things that happen to me that happens in country songs. So I write about what life is, and it's always, ending in a country song. So, but that one's called "Bragging on It," and every lyric that I write about is like totally true, totally true.
We have got a great guest with us today. Temperance Lancecouncil is with us. She joins us here on our big broadcast. So, who were some of your musical heroes and influences?
Well, like I said, Loretta Lynn, love her. And I also really, really like Dolly Parton. But, I don't want to say, like, anybody in particular, because I love everybody. I like what everybody's doing, and I like a lot of, the male country singers. I mean, I just find them all fascinating. So it's just everybody. And then I also, because I would kind of describe my sound a little more specifically, like it's country soul, because I grew up in the South, and, that's a lot of, the gospel soul influences in my music. So I liked James Brown because he was, just really inspirational to me as far as, just doing his own thing and that whole dancing and the way he, his music was really gritty, just like opened his mouth and it came out. Sometimes it was like, yelling or whatever. And he, to me, expresses himself so passionately. So I would have to throw him in there, a little bit to bring it more to the, the country soul. But when you combine the soul and the country, you get me, a country soul singer-songwriter.
That's
so
awesome.
That's like, I think that's pretty much how anybody would describe me. I would say country soul, because I'm just a really passionate person. And when I sing, it's not really, the pretty flowery stuff. It's real hard life, knit and grit that comes out of my mouth. So that's just who I am, I guess.
Temperance Lancecouncil with us today. She joins us here on the telephone talking a little bit about her musical background and her musical career and everything. So besides the music, you also do some acting. Tell us a little bit about some of your acting stuff that you do.
Oh, my gosh. Well, all of my credits are listed probably on my website, temperancelandscouncil.com, and then also on the official website for actors, the IMBD. So you can find me there. Anybody who wants to, just learn a little bit more about me, and I hope you do. You can go to the IMDb page, and all of my credits are listed there. But I have done such a variety of things. If you read my resume, you would go, what in the world? But I'm just really versatile. I'm just a very, very versatile performer, and the credits are just varied, just singing and dancing, and the movies, and some commercials I did. But, just being in the acting world in Los Angeles back when I was doing it before, the pandemic, and it changed up. But back then, it was like really brutal. You would go into an audition, and it would just be just really, really brutal. So I think that made me a little stronger, and it also, helped to bring out my tenacity, because you have to be very tenacious in the entertainment business, whether it's acting or singing or whatever. It's a really hard business, and it's not for the faint at heart. And lucky for me, I have a very strong backbone, so I've just been taking it and going with the flow. And anybody who wants to, look at all my credits, go to my website or to my IMDb page, and it's a lot. It's kind of interesting, so please go there and check it out if you want to. I would hope that you do.
We have got Temperance Lancecouncil with us today. She joins us here on our big broadcast. So tell us a little bit about this track we're going to hear. It's called My Restraining Order. Tell me a little bit about this.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, that song is, let me just say again, every single word is true. It all happened like that. And I left out the bad parts. Believe it or not, the song starts with, put your paws or your claws, on a country girl, me, and we're going to have to call, old Smokey or Pokey, where I'm from. We used to call it, the Pokey. We're going to call the Pokey. I don't know if that's like a, really backwards saying or country saying, but that's what we meant when we had to call the law. So that song is 100% true. The lyrics are on the internet for anybody who wants to read them. But that really happened to me, and it's kind of devastating, kind of traumatic, but I overcame. And so I wrote the song because I want anyone out there who's undergoing anything in their life, whether it's, bad relationship, whatever, you can overcome. You can persevere. So just hang in there, be strong, be tough, and you'll get through it. And that's what the song is all about. So if you have to get a restraining order, hopefully you won't. But if you have to, get it and then move forward. Put the past behind you and go forward. And that's what the song My Restraining Order Won't Do is all about.
Well, we are going to do this. I am going to place you on a...
It's me singing about my life.
Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to place you on a brief hold. We're going to play the song, and then we're going to come back and keep chatting. Right now, it is Temperance Lancecouncil. It is My Restraining Order, and it is her big hit right now here on our big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today, and also AMFM 247.com.
them red flags. Should've run for the hills. Your paw print up on me. Then no peace is gonna be still. And that's my restraining order on you. Calling the puggy puggy on you. It's my restraining order on you. Calling the puggy puggy on you. I said I said I say I said I said I say in my restraining order on you, calling the puggy puggy on you. In my restraining order on you, calling the puggy puggy on you. Hey, Mr. Pokey, come get this man. Hey, Mr. Smokey, handcuffs in hand. Roll out the SWAT team. I've done all I can. And if my restraining order on you, calling the puggy puggy on you. If my restraining order on you, calling the puggy puggy on you. Damn demons wanna fight me, trying to slip me away. I'm just trying to stay alive and live another day. Hey, Mr. Smokey, hey, Mr. Pokey, roll out the SWAT team. Neighbors watching gonna make a scene. You better take him away. You better take him away. He stole every dime I had. I said, take him away. I rolled up all the bad checks. You better take him away. The DA was after me. I said, take him away. Curse the night I met you. You better take him away. Tired of living in a nightmare. I said, take him away. Country girls don't play that. You better take him away. Country girls don't play that. You better take him away. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You better take him away. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You better take him away. Country girls don't play that. I said take him away. Country girls, we don't play that. Take him away.
That is Temperance, Lancecouncil, and she joins us today here on our big broadcast, and we go back to the telephones, and we have got Temperance with us. So, what has been the reception to that song so far, my friend?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me that. The song is, it has been very well received. I've been getting a lot of feedback, especially from women, and actually some men too, who are saying that the song is empowering. I've heard the word inspiring. I had one person tell me that she could not get the song out of her head because it described her entire life with, someone that she had a relationship with. So I'm getting some really great feedback, and especially from the UK. The song, I think, is playing on a lot of radio stations there, and I'm getting a lot of good feedback from the UK as well. So I am just overjoyed. I am thrilled that the song is actually doing what I wanted it to do, which is to touch a lot of people, in their soul and their heart, to make them, know that, whatever they're going through, like I said earlier, in a relationship, they can overcome it. And even in life, you can overcome anything. And I think the song is ringing true to a lot of people. And that makes me so happy because that means I'm kind of accomplishing my mission, which is to communicate with my music to the world. And that just makes me feel good. That really does. It makes me feel like I've kind of, done something to help somebody. And that's if you can do that in music or in any form of art, then I think you've kind of, done a good thing. So I'm happy about that. And I want more people to listen. And the music is available on all of the streaming services and platforms. So there's no reason why I can't listen. So please, pick the platform or streaming service of your choice and listen to the song. And I just want to touch people. I really do.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. Before we let you go, how do people find your music and support what you're doing online?
Okay, please go to my website, www.temperancelandscouncil.com. I'm on all social media, and it's under @Lancecouncil, Lancecouncil, one word. So just, go on the Google machine and just type in @Lancecouncil, and that should bring me up. And please listen, and please download, and please support me. And I thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you are fantastic, and I would definitely want to do this again. And Temperance, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You too. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. There she goes. That is Temperance Lancecouncil. She joins us today here on our big broadcast, and